Metaphor is a little bit different because it's not a real story. Analogies, metaphors, whatever, are really great at being able to prove points. So one of the things I'll say is like, how-to content's one of the worst ways to build an audience. Or I'll say like, information doesn't create sales. And then I'll say that's like trying to get an encyclopedia at the top of the New York Times bestseller list. It just doesn't happen. And that's a metaphor, right? It's a metaphor where I take the concept of what's going on and apply it into a different situation or a different context, and now it doesn't make sense. So metaphors and analogies are great for that. So the what I like to do is I like to look at what is my teaching doing? What's the high level concept of what's happening with my teaching? So what I do is I literally look at it and go, what's the high level concept of what's going on here? So if I said something like giving away your best information doesn't guarantee sales, let's say that was one of my teachings, I would say, what's at the high level concept going on here? I'd say, okay, well, information equals results. Information equals good. And I have to ask myself, okay, where does that concept not work? When delivering more information equals results, where does that not work? And then I went to New York Times bestseller list. And I first asked myself, well, what has a lot of information in it? And I was like, well, dictionaries, encyclopedias. Okay, great. Encyclopedia, it's a book. What did we try to do with books? New York Times bestseller list. I'm like, okay, great. And so now, because I took the high level concept, applied it to a different context, it shows the flaws in the logic. Now people go like, oh yeah, I guess that is kind of like that. Then I'll even go further and I'll say like, well, what do the best New York Times bestsellers do? What do they all have? Perspective shifting content that connects, talking about beliefs. They get you to see things differently, shift your perspective. People go, oh my gosh, yeah, that's true. So it shows the truth in my teachings while showing the flaws in the older belief or teaching.